journey into adventure, exploring Robert Louis Stevenson's famous novel Kidnapped. Kidnapped is a classic adventure novel written by Scottish author Robert Louis Stevenson. Published in 1886, the novel is set in 18th-century Scotland and follows the journey of David Balfour, a young man who is kidnapped and forced to endure a series of trials and tribulations in order to reclaim his rightful inheritance. The novel has been praised for its vivid depiction of the Scottish landscape and its exploration of themes such as loyalty, betrayal, and identity. In this 1,000-word overview, we will dive into the world of Kidnapped and explore the plot, characters, and themes that make it a timeless piece of literature. The story begins in the year 1751, with young David Balfour leaving his home in the Scottish Lowlands to seek out his only living relative, his uncle Ebenezer Balfour, in the town of Cramond. David's father has recently passed away, and his mother had died when he was just a baby. With no family left and a small amount of money in his pocket, David is determined to make a new life for himself. Upon arriving in Cramond, David is met with a cold reception from his uncle, who is a miserly and conniving man. Ebenezer tricks David into spending the night in a haunted house, where he is nearly killed by a group of men who are searching for him. He soon learns that his uncle has orchestrated his kidnapping and plans to sell him into indentured servitude in the American colonies to get his hands on David's inheritance. David manages to escape with the help of a stranger named Alan Breck Stewart, a Jacobite rebel who is on the run from the British government. Alan takes David under his wing, and together they embark on an epic journey across the Scottish Highlands, facing many dangers and obstacles along the way. As they travel, David and Alan form a strong bond, with Alan teaching David how to survive in the wild and stand up for himself. Their journey is not without its challenges, as they are constantly pursued by soldiers and must navigate through treacherous terrain. However, they also encounter moments of kindness and hospitality from the Scottish clans they encounter, highlighting the strong sense of community and loyalty that exists in Scottish culture. One of the most memorable scenes in the novel is when David and Alan take refuge on the Isle of Mull, where they are given shelter and food by a clan chief, despite being on opposite sides of the Jacobite rebellion. This scene is a powerful reflection of the underlying theme of unity and brotherhood that runs throughout the novel. As their journey continues, David and Alan's friendship is put to the test when they become involved in a feud between two clans. Alan is accused of murder and David must use all of his wit and courage to prove his innocence and protect his friend. This part of the novel showcases David's growth from a naive and sheltered young man to a brave and resourceful hero. The climax of the novel takes place on the island of Uaid, where David and Alan finally confront Ebenezer and the truth about David's inheritance is revealed. It is a thrilling and suspenseful ending that ties up all loose ends and leaves the reader satisfied. One of the most striking aspects of Kidnapped is Stevenson's vivid and detailed depiction of the Scottish landscape. The novel is filled with rich descriptions of the rugged mountains, rolling hills, and misty moors of the Highlands. The landscape is not just a backdrop for the story, but also serves as a character in its own right, reflecting the mood and emotions of the characters and adding depth to the overall narrative. The characters in Kidnapped are also a major strength of the novel. David Balfour is a relatable and likable protagonist who undergoes a significant transformation throughout the story. His friendship with Alan Breck Stewart is the heart of the novel, with their banter and camaraderie adding humor and warmth to the otherwise perilous journey. Alan is a complex and dynamic character, whose loyalty and bravery are admirable. He is also a rebel who fights for his beliefs, and his interactions with David provide a window into the political and social climate of Scotland during the 18th century. Ebenezer Balfour, while not a likable character, is a well-crafted antagonist whose greed and cunning make him a formidable adversary. His actions drive the plot forward and create tension and conflict throughout the novel. Another noteworthy aspect of Kidnapped is the exploration of themes such as loyalty, betrayal, and identity. Through the characters of David and Alan, the novel delves into the importance of loyalty and friendship in the face of adversity. The theme of betrayal is also prevalent, as David is repeatedly betrayed by those he trusts, forcing him to question who he can truly rely on. Identity is also a central theme, as David grapples with his own sense of self and struggles to understand his place in the world. Through his journey, he learns to embrace his Scottish heritage and find pride in his identity. In conclusion, Kidnapped is a timeless adventure novel that continues to captivate readers with its gripping plot, vivid descriptions, and memorable characters. Stevenson's masterful storytelling and exploration of themes such as loyalty, betrayal, and identity make this a must-read for any lover of classic literature. It is a testament to the enduring power of a well-crafted tale and is sure to entertain and inspire readers for generations to come.